Hello there, and welcome to another week of Weekly Psychic Review. So thanks for joining me. I hope your week's been good, and so we're doing this from the 23rd of September through to the 29th of September, Monday to the Sunday. So how I work is I call my guides, my spirit guides, or those in spirit who love me, ask them to come close and to give everyone out there exactly what they need for the upcoming week, what they would like, need, that is appropriate for the upcoming week. I also ask for healing for you all. And they just told me then, they said a few people have wondered if this happens, and this isn't always going to happen, but when you're watching the video for the week, see if you notice, in this, like I said, this isn't always going to happen, but the room might heat up slightly. You might feel a little bit of sensation around your body. The atmosphere in the room might change. You might even get a bit cold. Some people might even get a bit cold depending on what's going on. Or you might feel really subtle sensation of tingles or that sort of thing around your body, or around the room or the area that you're watching it. So that's not going to happen for everybody, and it doesn't always happen every time, but that could happen. So they're just having a bit of a giggle at the moment and saying, some people will actually notice that this week. So so I asked for healing for you about what's going on in your life, and I asked to be able to present the information in the best way for you to understand. Okay, if you just give me a sec, I'll just seal off, tune in. Everyone's here, but I'm going to call them in anyway. Just give me one tick. Okay, so there's a few things going on here. So some of it is about grounding, and it's about you. Grounding can be in a range of different ways. So grounding can be actually doing grounding, doing a technique on how to ground. It could be working in the garden. It could actually just be pulling energy through you, as David has talked about before in his readings and that sort of thing. And it's really about being able to be more solid within yourself. And it's not about being solid, about being rigid, but it's about having a more solid foundation within yourself. And this is actually mentally and emotionally as well. And that solid foundation doesn't just stop with you. They're telling me, what kinds of people do you surround yourself with? What kind of environments do you surround yourself with? If you're around people that are all over the shop, that always, forgetting things and that sort of thing, people who constantly changing their mind, or environments that are quite unstable, the use of drugs and alcohol as well can, keep you ungrounded, and things, and excessive coffee, stuff like that, prescription drugs as well at times can do this, and they can put you out of balance. Now, I'm not saying, hey, not everyone, but quite a few people like to have a beer every now and then, or a red wine, and that's totally fine. But it's that thing about when it gets excessive, or if you're on prescription medication. But if you do these things, or if you do go out to environments that can be a little bit, not as energetically safe, it's really important when you're there, or when you're doing these activities, to just ground a little bit before you do it, while you're there, and then when you come back as well, and to realize that it's not about shutting off parts of your life, and it's not about shutting off you know, the things that you like doing. And they're saying that, you know, David loves techno. You know, I love techno, and I like going to dance parties occasionally. It doesn't happen very much anymore because I don't like putting myself in an energy that is too all over the shop. But yeah, I do enjoy doing that stuff every now and then. So when I do that, you know, I'm careful to ground, I'm careful to seal myself and to keep balanced and keep centered. And then when I leave those environments, to have a really good healing, have a really good cleanse as well. But it's that thing too about, you know, it's about doing all the little things. And they're saying too, this is about manifestation as well, and it's really about what do you want to manifest. Now, whatever you want to manifest, whatever that is, this actually goes out into the external environment as well. And one of the reasons why I've got a $50 note on my computer there is because every time I come into my office and I do work, I see that $50 note, and what that's saying to me is every time I'm working, I'm manifesting money. That's symbolizing money, drawing that into me. So, you know, this is about your environment, and it's about how do you get your environment to help you to manifest what you want. Because a lot of it's got to do with your feeling, your thinking, and that sort of thing, but also environmental factors as well. So I'll leave that with you. Okay, the start of the week. What's on for the start of the week? Okay, so alright, this is about having fun. This is about letting go. This is about enjoying yourself and that sort of thing. And I can see water actually with quite a few people. So, you know, this is possibly about going for a swim. I know that's quite cold in a few areas. I went to the beach the other day. Even up here in Queensland, the water was a little bit chilly. So it could just be maybe not about going for a swim, but it could be just around being around water if that resonates with you. Okay, so if it doesn't, hey, that's okay too. But they're saying too, it's about that flow of water and how, you know, water doesn't stop for anything. It just keeps going and going. And it's about being in that flow, not trying to manipulate too much. You know, it's good about having a direction and having a focus, but it's about, hey, if you're flowing in this direction, you're probably flowing in that direction because you either are not being mindful about where you're going, or it's something that it's going to take you to a much better place. And they're saying, you know, there's a much bigger system involved here. So it's that thing about when you have fun, getting back to the fun, when you're enjoying yourself, when you're in the moment, when you're having fun, when you're being carefree, this is when things flow the best. So, okay, we'll leave it at that. So what's the middle of the week? Okay, so the middle of the week, all right, so this is about getting in touch with your emotions a little bit. Okay, so they're saying, we've done this before, so there's similar things, and it's about, all right, all right, we're going to do something a bit different. This is quite interesting. I've actually never heard this before. So they're saying, write down 3 emotions that that either scare you or they're a bit intense or whatever. So it could be things about having, I don't know, like I've got a fear of heights. So it could be about having a fear of heights, but it's saying, hey, what's the opposite thing of that? What's the opposite to having a fear of heights? Now, I've got to ask because I've got to find out what this is myself. Okay, so that's about being not feeling stable, not feeling secure, not feeling solid within yourself. It's around safety. So when I feel safe within myself, when I feel safe within myself, when I feel stable within myself and within my environment, it wouldn't matter how high I was up in the air because I know I've got a really good safety net around me. So it's that thing about recognizing what's in your shadow, recognizing, you know, those emotions that scare you, and then actually looking at the flip side to it. And they're saying, you know, we'll leave it a date for now, but it's just about recognising it for now. So even going into that, and yeah, I can feel a bit of energy within me. So yeah, that was a bit intense for me. Okay, so the end of the week, what's on the end for the end of the week? Okay, so all right, so this is also, because it's coming up, they're saying, you know, towards the end of the year and that sort of thing. So why not set yourself a goal? So this is a bit about goal setting, but it's a bit about goal setting, achievement, and that sort of thing. So they're saying that, you know, with goal setting, some people aim so extremely high that they don't make it, and then they get really disappointed. So it's that thing about, well, what you could write a goal for, and this is just a suggestion, is, hey, I'm going to go for a walk once this week, just for 10 or 15 minutes. When I finish work, instead of getting from work straight to home, or whatever that may be. I know not everybody's working out there, but it's that thing about making a small goal. And they're saying if you can achieve this goal every week for a month, whatever that goal may be, that was just a suggestion. It's about going, okay, well, how can I expand this goal? How can I bring more in? And when you do achieve this is actually about celebrating it. So this is about this is about acknowledging how well you've done, and this is about going, yeah, this is awesome. I did so well. I'm going to celebrate in myself. So that could be going, yeah, I'm awesome. Or it could just be acknowledging it, or whatever it may be. It could be, you know, buying yourself flowers or buying yourself a nice treat. Anything like that. But this is about, yeah, goal setting, not going too big, make it something achievable. Then when you achieve it, go, awesome, this is really good, I've been able to sustain this for a certain amount of time. How can I expand that goal a little bit? Or how can I create a different kind of goal? You know, something that is going to be achievable, SMART goals, they're just telling me. What is it? This got me thinking. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So check it up on the computer. You can see this stuff. Okay, have we got any more? So I think this is about it for this week. So I really thank you for joining me. I hope you got some really cool stuff out of this week's reading. Yeah, it sort of took me a little bit when they started talking about me, but that's awesome. That was pushing my limits a bit. So I want to thank you, everyone out there, for allowing me to do this and supporting me with this. If you would like a session with me, give me a call, and I'm happy to chat about your needs and if I would be suitable for helping you or for working with you, more to the case. Thank you very much for sharing me around. I love hearing your comments. I love getting new likes. I love being shared around. Awesome stuff. Okay, really looking forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful week, and yeah, keep that smile up. Okay, bye-bye.